Good morning. I survived the wet weather, and so did the book. Actually, I don't know if you can see, but those are little droplets of sleety snow that actually made it look really cool when spray painting it. So it actually turned out really good. So we have our book that, of course, we Mod Podged with the shop towels, and then we of course painted it black after we wrapped it all around. There's what it looks like wrapped in, and this is what it's going to look like when done. This is actually a napkin, a decoupage. I found that's spider webs. So now, once we're all done, we have our piece. We're gonna want something old looking writing. This is just I believe it or not, off Pinterest. It is a French letter from 1846, and I just thought that this was really cool. And what I did was the other Cheryl's technique, and I squished it all up and made it all squishy and fun. So we're gonna glue this down. I'm actually going to glue it down and then Mod Podge over it. I forgot my sponge brush. Hold on one second. Okay. Helps if I have everything with me. Okay. And then we're going to Mod Podge over it. I'm doing this for two reasons. One, I'm doing this because it will take less time to dry. Gluing it down to this first, and then just Mod Podging the top, because we want it to dry somewhat quickly, because we want to be able to put our pocket on, or you can use it as a faux pocket, doesn't have to be real. We want to put that on, and then we want to be able to glue on our leather piece. So while we're doing this, I'm actually going to take our little piece of leather here, and I'm going to actually go ahead and glue that down so it gets started drying. Now, I usually use E6000. I don't have any here at my house, so we're trying 3-in-1 glue. If it doesn't work, I'll re-glue it down using E6000. But we're just going to put that on, and I have a book down here on the chair. I'm going to put a book on top of it, hold it down. There we go. So now that's drying. So that's somewhat easy. Okay, so now I'm just going to take, of course, my paper, and I'm going to glue this down. Usually I ink everything up and all that, but I think I'm just going to give it a little spray afterwards with the Tim Holtz Distress Stain to kind of get the edges and make it look splattered and kind of old. Make sure we get the edges good on there. Okay, I think I got it. It's kind of wrinkly, so it's kind of hard to see some of it. Okay, put the top back on that. Now I'm going to put this on here where I want it. So you're going to want it somewhat close to the edge, but not in the bind where it opens. Okay. We're going to press it down. Bless you. So, put a little bit of glue right there. And I think I'm going to put a little more glue on this edge. I didn't get quite enough on that edge there. There we go. Get that down. Some more right in there. Okay, we want to make sure we're down on the edges. Am I even in frame here? Sorry, I'm doing this in my kitchen. It's a little warmer with the cold weather front we've had. So I'm not using my phone holder for recording. So there we go. Okay, so now that's on. Okay, so now we're going to, well, we want to, you don't have to, you can just leave it like this. It has a nice feeling to it. And you could, even if you change your mind, you could put your pocket on and then just Mod Podge this part afterwards, which I may do just for video's sake because Mod Podge will take a while to dry. So this is, oh, E6000 is, I mean, the 3-in-1 glue is actually starting to hold that. So I think it's going to work. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we put the pocket on where we want it. And again, I'm using the 3-in-1 glue. And I'm actually probably going to use this as a little bit of a pocket. So I am going to only glue 3 sides. And I am actually going to give it a generous amount of glue just because of the fact that it is bumpy and textured. There we go. Alright. Uh-oh. Maybe I'm not. I just put the glue on the wrong side of the thing. But that's okay. This one's not stuck down yet all the way, so I'm going to switch sides on that. It happens. Things like that always happen. Okay. And I'm going to set that right on top where I want it. And then we'll re-glue this down. Bummer, it was starting to actually hold on. But that's okay. Because we want, of course, our leather strap. So we're going to actually, while I have it up, we're going to put some glue on this side. I've already cut it. This was some sort of old belt to something, or to a horse, or who knows what it was to. But we're going to go ahead and, while I have that off, because you can do it with it on, but because you're just slipping it underneath this, right? But there we go. So now that's glued on. This is all drying. This is going to come around. Of course, you don't want to pull it off. If this was dry, you can see. So this is piece is gonna come around, and it's gonna tuck in this other side because you want to make sure you leave enough room for it to tuck in. And then once it's dry and you tuck it in, you can punch holes, or if this already has holes, you can add things to it. You can add a feather in here or whatever. So that's it. It takes a few days just because of all the drying time, but that is it. That is your witch journal. Now you can do whatever you want to yours. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you make some. Like I said, this one was fairly easy. The other one I made was on top of an encyclopedia, and so it wasn't being opened. So if you're just doing it for maybe a Halloween prop, on the inside I had glued really old music paper so it would break and be brittle off and look like it had old paper in it. So, but this one is a writing journal. That coffee dyed the pages. So there you go. That is the last step, and I hope y'all make one. Thanks for watching. See, that was short. Huh? No, wasn't short? Huh? What?
I don't know what short or long.
Well, long time.